Alright, hello everyone. Having troubles with getting things started, and it's a black screen because it's just loading. Should be music. Yeah, I don't know why everything on my computer is running like super slow. And for whatever reason, the Switch, it would lose connection after like 10 minutes. And then I couldn't recover it. At least with this emulator, I should be able to just go into the Piklopedia. So anyway, are we meant to be hearing both of them? No, I should have muted the one, but troubleshooting on the fly. But yeah, okay. So this stream is about figuring out who is the tastiest of the enemies or the Pikmin creatures. And I'm assuming I have Louie's news. Yes, okay. So, first thing I tried... Why is my button not working? Oh, because once you go over, you see it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I probably need to take a minute to recalibrate myself. How's everybody doing? How's everyone's day going? Hopefully better than the beginning of this stream. So, the other thing that we can do, we can have the music from Pikmin 4, or I can bring that music down and we could listen to the random tracks, which I think that's more what I want to do. But I think I need to open, because it's funky, I think I need to open up special. Yeah, I'm not sure if I really like that, but I don't think I have a choice. Alright. I don't really like... Yeah, so this is what I was gonna do. It's the Pikmin music mixtape. But basically, it is very... it's all the Pikmin tracks that are in the mixtape, but they're on shuffle. So we don't know what we're gonna get. Alright, so there is going to be a tier list. That is what's coming. The tier list is here. So the tier list has... Yeah, it's like a... Yeah, this is kind of a more complicated setup, because we gotta see what's in the game, and also see... It would be easier if I could have just used the Switch. But these are the categories I came up with. 5-star dining. So these are for like the most scrumptious, best tasting ones ever. Then there's the tier, you know, so this is like S tier, and this is like A tier. You know, this is stuff that's delicious, but not like superb, I guess. Edible is like, you know, it's alright. Yeah, basically this is maybe 5 to 1 star. And then what would it be? S, A, B, C is like cardboard. So, you know, you'll eat it, but think of it like probably the level of stale crackers. Hello, Riley. We are going to be voting on this. So this is a community project. This is a community ranking. This is not just my ranking. This is going to be a community ranking. And then the last one is dubious food. So like, do not eat. You may hallucinate and or die. That is the strategy of this stream. So what I was thinking is we could look at some of Louie's notes, because Louie actually has some pretty good notes on the different enemies. And if we need to, we can also go to the Pikmin 2 Piklopedia, because that also has some notes as well. I mean, it could be like 5-star to 1-star. I was trying to come up with something, a little more unique than just like F, A, B, C. I don't know. This is an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I just feel like a purple wheel dies. I would say the bottom was -2 stars, but I don't think any ranking apps allow -2 stars. Yeah, I don't know how you would do like negative stars. Most you could do is like 0. So as far as like what am I thinking? Which enemies to go in? I guess we have some options. I've never done this. What is spin random wheel? Alignment chart, community rank. I'm afraid to click. Oh, so this spins the wheel so that we can see which enemies. Okay, that's interesting. I kind of like that. I think we should do the but yeah, let's do the water wraith first. So like I know based on all the stuff that I've read, water wraith is definitely going to be dubious food. If we go into the rankings, and I'll see if I can find. Yeah, and I have to remember to like drop the tier so we can actually see the screen. Where's water wraith? There, water wraith. Inedible, known to cause mass hysteria, followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. Yeah, that does not sound like something that you would want to eat. So, definitely dubious food. And why does this music sound really low? There we go, that's better. But definitely, yeah, 1-star water wraith. I would eat it. I would think that's kind of the level of like hallucinogens. No, I don't think it's death because Louie ate it and Louie did not die. So I don't think it would necessarily be death. Did I just shout out for no context? The tier list is ever on screen while descriptions. Yeah, I mean, you guys can remind me to drop the tier list, bring it back. It's like a mouth click. But yeah, I want to do the wheel. Let's do the wheel. Okay, that is funky. We got the skitter leaf. So, I wish there was okay. I now understand why there's a thing called a stream deck or something like that. I understand now why that exists. Because it'd be nice to have buttons to like make these things go in or not. So according to Louie, the superb amalgamation of juicy meat, whoa, and leafy greens ensures that the skitter leaf will be the new spinach. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of lag. Oh, why is there lag? Okay. So honestly, I think we are gonna. I'm gonna say skitter leaf. I'm gonna say either edible or delicious. I mean, because I feel like. What do you mean meat? So, a lot of these things are, oh my gosh, why is there so much lag? You guys are right. Lag is, like, ridiculous. I have my phone pulled up. See, like, yeah, I would think it was probably delicious, because think of it as, like, I don't know if you ever had, like, ham and green beans. You know, it's like you're gonna have the vegetable, you know, like salad type taste, but you already have the meat built right in. So I think I'm gonna go with delicious. Yeah, I do think it is like 3.5. 3.5 is probably, but there is no 3.5. But I'm gonna lean on more of the delicious side. So 3.5 we round up. Because if you're halfway in between, you round up. That's math. Okay, let's do the next one. Remove and... Oh, that's cool. It automatically removes them. Okay, I really like this hold and spin thing. This is like the best way to do this. Hello, Pick Studios. Ooh, we have a winner. It is the Honey Wisp. So let's see what Louie says about the Honey Wisp. We love math. I love math. So are these in any particular order? Because I think that's going to be the biggest problem about finding the enemies. And is there a Honey Wisp? Yes, there is a Honey Wisp. Although the eggs are small, the yolk has a distinctly bold and tangy flavor. Try tossing a few in a pan along with your choice of meat and fresh vegetables and cook up a country scramble. Okay, so it sounds like a little bit of a tangy egg. I don't know, what do you guys think about eggs? Now I think I should rank every video game in my house. Yeah, my favorite Pikmin game is definitely Pikmin 3 for the Wii U. I mean, it's nectar. Well, I think this is talking about the... My guess is it's tangy eggs. 4 or 5. I think Honey Wisp could be a 5. I think it could be a 5. Definitely 4 or 5. A lot of people are just thinking kind of meh. So I think I'm going to go with 4. I would probably rank it a 5 myself, but I think the consensus is more 4. And I am... Where's the tier list? Where, oh where, is the Honey Wisp down here? I'm definitely going to get cross-eyed doing this. There he is. We'll put him under delicious. Yeah, I think overall 4 should be good. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Comes in small portions, so 4. Yeah, and it's to be mixed in. Is that the doodle bug? I believe that's the doodle bug. So let's find the doodle bug. Eventually I might figure out where they are on here. Yeah, and these are all Pikmin 4 enemies, because Pikmin 4 kind of has the most... looking for a flavor that will surprise and delight your guests? This beast's aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. It's literally a fart bug. Yeah, I think Doodlebug should definitely probably be in the dubious food. Honestly, I think the Doodlebug itself will probably taste like the meat and stuff's fine, but then you get the flavoring from the fart, and that's when it's just like, it might make you do things you don't want to do. Nah, this thing... I mean, it'd be 100,000 miles away from me. One fart in this thing can kill an ecosystem. Doodlebugs are like one of those things like in the actual game where it can be very dangerous. Like they just like come out of the ground and then just like to be above the race. You can at least eat it and not like spatulas. Okay, just because it's better than the... Wait, you still don't want to eat it. You still don't want to eat it. That one's definitely a 1. Definitely a 1. Alright, we're gonna spin the wheel. Okay, this is pretty cool. I did not know that they even had this. This is like an experiment. Enjoying this stream. Okay, we got the juvenile bulborb. Juvenile bulborb. Alright, let's find him. Juvenile bulborb. I think the borbs are at the top. Honestly, I was kind of wondering, what do you think a borb actually tastes like? Wait, are they ranked within the tiers itself? I don't think they are. I think I can move them around if we would want to rank them within the tiers, we can do that. Let's do that. Like basically the left will be the high end and the right will be the low end. So like Doodlebug is better than Water Wraith. Skitterleaf is better than Honeywisp. Chicken. Pippy Boy, I think you are right. I think they do taste like chicken. And because they're chicken, I do think probably a 3. You know, like chicken just, it has flavor, but it's not like, it's just generic. And just chicken. Like just the chicken, not well, it's like sushi. It says serve immediately. That tells me that perhaps it spoils real quickly. I'm gonna say it's probably a 3. But yeah, peel off the skin, starting at the tail end, then slice thinly and boil in a pot. Okay. I think I might change my mind on this. It's saying to cook it with literally just salted water. And it's good to eat. Which means you don't need to add a bisque. You don't need to add anything. So I think the albino dwarf bulborb actually has flavor. I'm gonna say it's a 4. But it's gonna be below the other ones. Hello, Maru. I'm trying to find where is the enemy. Where is the enemy? Albino. Okay. You are going up to Delicious because you do not need to be... Basically, I'm going by the fact that he does not need to be I was gonna say cooked. He does need to be cooked. He does not need to have any extra like seasons. Alright. Let's remove and spin. This is such a funny combo. It is. Ooh. Oh, the Gildermander. Oh my gosh. Can I not get like prompts for anything? This is the thing that I don't like about a lot of these websites. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did the spin, and then it did a whole bunch of things. And now I lost the... We're doing this one again. I don't know if it's... Oh, it was the Gildermander. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Gildermander first. Because that's what was on there. Yeah. Sorry. The feel of the Pikmin world, yes. Probably. Okay. So I had the Goldermander first, and then it gave me a pop-up. And I'm just like, how are you supposed to, like, actually do this? Okay. I don't know. My initial is thinking this is not going to be very good. And I hit the wrong button. I knew it was going to take long to do that. Especially because I'm using an Xbox controller, which the A and the B are backwards. So that kind of messes things up. But to actually see the entry, I have to hit ZR, which is not intuitive. This meat gives off a faint aroma similar to a hot pepper. The flavor itself is subtle and elegant. Char-grill the lantern until blackened, and you've got a nutritional superfood. So spicy meat? I love the taste like cardboard tier. Just remove the gold. I think that's okay for... Yeah, I'm gonna say... Louie would probably say this is a 4. I don't know about the spicy. But he's gonna say it's a superfood. And it does have a subtle flavor and elegance. So I'm gonna say this is probably a 4. Louie would probably make it a 5. I don't know, what do you guys think? 4 or 5? It's more like seafood, not like red meat. Yeah, and I think it would actually be better than the albino. Wait, Wolfie, can we include them with spicy sauce? I don't know what you mean by include them with spicy sauce. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a 4. And then I should be able to do the next. Yeah, so the next one, I forget the name of this guy. What is the name of that guy? I guess I'll see when I go back over here. Is that better than a little leaf? So the leaf has meat flavor. Okay, so we're gonna close that. And am I gonna remember what enemy? Yes, it is the grub chucker. I have a feeling this is gonna taste like crab. Pluck off the lips, serve with lemon and salt as an appetizer. Coat the arms and legs with plenty of miso for a full course dinner in a shell. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's crab. So for me, I would just make this edible. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys like crab meat? See Riley and Pikmin Star 5, Fiffy Boy 5. I mean, it is probably like the best of the seafood type meats. So yeah, I'm just not a seafood person. Although I live in Maryland, where like crabs are like a big deal, and crabs are actually can be really, really good. Oh, and I forgot to show the list. I put him up here. He's up there. Well, no, see, this is where, like I said, this is gonna be a community thing. Like, all my friends would probably rate this a 5 because they love seafood. And I'm just not a big seafood person. I've not eaten seafood yet, except shrimp. Do you like shrimp? I think he does look like looking at him, I think he does actually look pretty good. Like, he really looks like a good crab. Like, those claws and his legs and body have a lot of meat. So I think he's worthy of a 5. Remove and spin again. Oh, and I guess maybe we can, like, remove someone. Ooh, the puckering Blino. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here. And then we need to go back. Okay. I'm thinking, I don't know. Slice raw and serve as sashimi? I don't know what sashimi is. The marble fat gives this dish a deep umami flavor. I have no idea what any of that means. My guess is sushi. He chucks the grubs, remember? I don't know. This reminds me of Pikai and Pick Chef, yes. I remember that. If Kopai had a grub chucker, this would be good. I don't know, what do you guys think about the puckering Blino? I mean, it's another, like, seafood one. It's a small morsel. Oh yes, the guy that was in the Catch of the Day, part of my Remix 10 Pikmin. Umami, usually a pretty good flavor palette. So probably 4. Yeah, I do think the grub chucker would be better than a Blino. Like, to me, a Blino, it's like river fish. Whereas grub chucker seems like it could be more like in a bay. Like a bigger body of water. So I'm gonna go with 4. Because it does say that it's pretty good. I don't think it add onto the ratings for now. Since I'm picky and just hype the event up. Yeah, everyone, well, that's the thing. Everyone has, like, a different opinion. And, of course, every time I add the thing to the... Here. I'm putting it up more. It's delicious. Unami is a weird, savory flavor. Yeah. By the way, how did you like the direct? So, I actually did not get to see the direct yet. I seen, like, pieces and, like, kind of what is in it. I did watch the Zelda trailer, so, like, that's all I needed to see. I thought it was cool that we're getting all the Kingdom Hearts. Ooh. We're getting the fiery, was it the Slooch? Pirate Slooch. Yeah, like, there wasn't, like, anything, like, super in it, except for Zelda. I love Zelda. That's... Up until Pikmin, that was my favorite series. And really, Pikmin became my favorite series because of Yellow Pikmin. I'm thinking this can't be good, right? It's like a snail that's fiery. Like, that can't be good, right? Remove the tongue, discard the rest, cover over a charcoal grill until medium rare. Okay, that does not say much. Oh, I forgot to go out when they die. I thought it was bad except for the big walk and Zelda. I mean, it's a lot of games that have those remakes, but that's kind of like what everything is. It's not as good as it used to be. Gaming overall, in my opinion. Xenoblade trilogy, I think, looks pretty good. I'm thinking it's probably edible, but I don't think it's good. I could see 2 as well. Like, he really doesn't give us much to go with. Yeah, I'm thinking not cardboard. I actually have in mind one that I think is cardboard. I forgot to say alive and on fire when I typed the last part. I mean, my guess is it's pretty hard to cook because you gotta get it just medium rare. Like, throwing on the grill is probably not the easiest thing. I have a plushie. Yeah, I mean, and then what they have, like a new Fire Emblem, I think. And I thought I saw a new Mario and Luigi. Yeah, so our first 3-star. And we are gonna get a 2. I know there's at least one 2-star. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. The Lollipop. So we got a new type. Where? Wait, it has the Luminal as a enemy? Oh, I guess it's the Piklopedia. Where's the Lollipops? Gosh. I'm sure I passed it probably like 3 times. He's over there. With a distinct pallor, almost like it was painted with white face paint, it gives off an air of a performing mime. Oh, wrong. Lollipops are best ground up, shaped into a patty, and flame broiled on a grill. Slap on tomato slices, lettuce, onions, and ketchup. Slide the patty between the sesame seed bun for the ultimate beast burger experience. To be honest, I've been posting Paper Mario every day for the past week. I don't know why. I admitted that, but those are fun. Well, that is cool. I feel like this one might be a bland one. So, Frog Burger, okay. I'm thinking 3 at the best. But the fact that you need to add onions and ketchup and tomato and lettuce and a bun with sesame seed, like, you gotta add a lot of flavor to this. 1, because I hate ketchup. Really? You guys think 4 or 5? I mean, it's basically ground beef, I guess. Alright. The chat has spoken. This is going to be a 4. Alright, let's show it again. And then find it down here. There he is. The Lollipop. We're getting a lot of 4s. Yeah, you don't have to add ketchup, though. Lollipop. I wonder if Lollipop would like red. Yeah, I know a couple of you guys wanted 5, but I think for a 5, pretty much everyone has to be in agreement. Alright, see you later. Alright, so, what is the next one? We're going to spin. And it is a mid-type. Ew. Okay. Okay, I'm just saying no thanks this time. The last time I actually said like yes or something, and I think that's what caused the problem. Alright, what is a mid-type? What do you think a mid-type would taste like? I feel like the music makes it like what a mid-type would taste like. I mean, this just looks gross. That looks scary up close, yes. If we're there, you would be... And alright. Flash fry with garlic and red chilies in a hot pan and sprinkle with grated gorgonzola. Some dinner guests may find the legs unappealing, so it's best to remove them before serving. Okay, this just sounds gross. The song plays when you eat a mid-type, so I don't know. I'm thinking, should this be our first cardboard? I mean, cardboard might not be the best one, because I don't know. It might be dubious food. Yeah, basically like a larva or a maggot. Yes. All right. The fact that you called it a maggot, it is going down on dubious food. It is definitely going down on dubious food. If there's one thing I don't like, it's maggots. It could be a... Yeah, I mean, it could be a 2. I mean, technically it's edible, but it has wiggling legs, which you can't see me making fingers that are wiggling. But the fact that it's You said it's maggots. It's going on the bottom. That's the final thing. I do not like maggots. I know people eat them. I find that totally disgusting. Ooh, Wattlepuss. Yeah, and honestly, I probably would eat some larvae, but not maggots. Not maggots. I have a thing about maggots. Alright, so, the Wattlepuss. I don't know, what do you think Wattlepuss would be? I think that's like another seafood one that would probably be pretty good. That's my intuition. But let's see what Louie says. Perfect for make-ahead meals. Marinate the boiled wheat in balsamic vinegar. I like that. And chill for a few hours. The longer you let it sit, the richer the flavor. I'm gonna say this one's pretty good. This is basically calamari. Yes. You know, I was actually thinking that today. If one of these would end up being like calamari, because I'm like, there's not really any like squid creatures in Pikmin. I've had calamari, so I'm not gonna make it a 5. I know it's considered exquisite, but we can put it the highest rank on 4. Let's do the highest rank on 4. Wolfie, what do you taste like? Probably chicken. Yeah, my guess is it's probably pretty good, especially if you with the vinegar. I like vinegar. Your next one's gonna be 3, no questions asked. I don't know. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is. Okay, that one. I mean, just looking at it, I would think 3. And once again, I forget what that actually is. What is that creature? Is it like a whoops knocker or something? A waterquaff. What is a waterquaff? I mean, I know what it is. Breasts, thighs, and wings can be baked, roasted, or fried. The rest of the carcass is great for flavoring a rich soup stock. Wait. Oh, I guess it does have a wing. Those are like really tiny wings. I guess like chicken? I'm gonna... maybe a 2. I don't know, do we want our first 2? Do we want our first 2? I think just based on the looks. And those wings are really small. I mean, you see how small, like you can barely see the wings. They're not even going to be as good as chicken wings. It looks to have fur. Is this chicken? Yeah, I'm thinking it is like chicken. So I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with 3. I think 3 is the best for that. Gosh, my eyes cannot find the guy. Where is he? Like, for real. Where is he? Half the stream will be me finding the creature. Yeah, I kind of wanted to have this be having 3 screens to try to do this. There he is. Yeah, he's gonna be a 3. He's next to the snagger. I'd say it's edible. Next one's gonna be 1 or very mid 4. Well, I mean, if you're using a soup though, you're using the soup and the broth to give it more flavor. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, the sire hound. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one because who wants to eat dog meat? The ultimate ride, plush and comfortable. I wish I could bring it home with me. What? Louie's notes are not going to... He did not try to eat the sire hound. Yeah, it is like an Ochi. I don't know. So how do we rank that? Basically, Louie doesn't want to eat it. Should we just do dubious food because it's not really food? Yeah, we'll go with dubious food because it's not really food. And you said either 1 or 4, nothing in between. Alright, I need this up. Ancient Sire Hound. He's friend, not food. Yes. Ooh, the Joust Mite. Alright, so let's go over to Joust Mite. Boil in the shell with a pinch of salt until bright red, then serve piping hot with tartar sauce. I mean, it's another seafood one. I started to eat my own hair out of instinct. I think I'm going insane. How would you rank your hair on this chart? His behind looks like a tasty bread roll thing. That's dirty. I don't know, what do you think what a Joust Mite would be? I think it's like another like crab one, but doesn't sound nearly as good as the other ones. And the fact that you need tartar sauce means that it doesn't have a lot of flavor. Do we want to make this our first? My hair is a 5-star, of course. A 3. I don't know, we have 2 2s. I'm gonna go with, it's pretty bland. I think I'm gonna go with a 2 on this one. We're gonna get our first cardboard. The first cardboard. Because it does seem bland. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting one. The iridescent glint beetle. Honestly, this music kind of fits. Oh, flint beetle. The glint one is the gold one. An essential flavor accentuating ingredient in gumbo and jambalaya. Also delicious in soups, broths, and marinades. So basically, he's a spice. How would you put a spice? What would a spice be? Like, how would that rank? Yeah, I think he would actually be a good pet. He made a Lego version of that. That's cool. So iridescent flint beetle. I actually don't know where to put it. I'm thinking like either 3 or 4. Just because it's like it is a spice, so it should be good. I mean, I remember they put bugs in. I mean, I'm gonna go with 3. I don't know. I actually don't know really where to put him. I don't think he fits the chart very well. I really don't think he fits the chart very well. Just because he's a spice. I would have never thought that there's some that are like a spice. I also realized I probably need to go through these a little faster. Okay. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 3 screens are too much. Hermit Crawl Man. We'll check Louie's notes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably more like a 3. I mean, it looks kind of like a crab. Shock from the shell, bake on high heat until crispy, then dip in a pot of melted milk chocolate. So basically, I think he's a 3. Because if you're covering him in something, he's probably a 3. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. What do you guys think? Fire Dweevil is the sort of spice, I think. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think... Oh, what's the guy? The crab. The little... Okay, yeah, they're in different spots. I mean, probably on, like, the higher end of 3. He needs help to taste good. Looks gross, but I don't know. 3. Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably fine. I think 3... I don't know. To me, he feels like a 3. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try and go through these a little bit faster to make sure we can get through. Ooh! This is gonna be an interesting one, too. Okay, it would have been funny if I spun bread bug when giant bread bug's fine. Have fun at daycare, crab buddy. Alright, so puffy blowhog. What do you think a puffy blowhog would taste like? Has the consistency of candy-coated chewing gum and leaves a refreshing mentholated aftertaste. He's candy. Wait, that's the icy version. We need puffy version. Slice this creature's feather-like skin into triangles. Deep fry until crispy. Salt generously. Makes a perfect scooping chip to accompany fresh mango salsa. Okay, he's bland. He's a corn chip. Yeah, I actually did the icy one. He's a corn chip. But we can just do the icy one. I think the icy one's probably a 4. I'm gonna say the icy one's a 4, and the puffy one is a 3. Alright, and let's get this back. I mean, this guy is candy. This guy is candy. I'm not sure where he should fit, like, on that row. But the puffy one is edible. No, he's cardboard. He's a corn chip. But chips are good, actually. Oh, he's a 3. Chips are good. Chips are good. But this is candy. So yeah. Yeah, he would be kind of more like ice cream. Okay. So let's spin the wheel. Yeah, minty gum. Oh, the electric dweevil. Icy a 5. I can see an argument for icy being 5, but I do think icy is probably a 4. Alright, we are gonna find electric dweevil. Oh, it's Anna Dweevil. Raw anadrevil makes for an unforgettable sushi treat, but if it is not properly prepared by an expert hand with exacting precision, consumption could result in a jolting electrical explosion of apocalyptic portion. Oh man. I keep forgetting I made a list for Wolf 57, but my brain keeps screaming at me to finish, even though it's fine enough. Yeah, it is fine enough. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is probably dubious food. Yeah, and at some point I will actually, like, do something with that list explosions. Alright. Definitely dubious food. I don't know. I think... Let's look at the... You know what? Let's look at all the other dweevils. And see if they're all, like, pretty bad. Like, I definitely think we should... We probably need to do things to go a little bit faster. So let's look at the other dweevils. The search for a gourmet, high-protein salad topping alternative to bacon bits is over. Grind this spicy dweevil into tasty micro-chunks and toss them generously over a salad to add instant flair and flavor. Okay, so here's a spice. I mean, and it's bacon bits. Oh no, what do you think? I feel like we did 3 for a spice, so I'm gonna probably keep with that. Unless it's like a superly good spice. Yeah. Another spice. Alright, let's spin the wheel. And I will have to probably remove the other ones. Oh, there we go. Have fun with the spicy little guy. Caustic Hydra says it gives uncontrollable dishwashing and is inedible. Yeah, not food. Oh yeah, let me... Yeah, you know what? Let me do the other dweevils quick. Like you said. Yeah, inedible. Ice Pop. Okay, so the Ice Blown Dweevil is like Ice Pop. Ice Pops are good, so I'm thinking probably... I think they're... I don't know, it's an ingredient. They're bland, you gotta put fruit in. So probably 3. Exposure to extreme heat doesn't seem to rid this creature of a deposit of potent gas. It's probably best for everyone if you avoid eating this hazardous fare. Yes. Okay, so these dweevils are... Alright, and let's look at the... We'll do bulk moving at this point. This precious treat is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back at home for a fortune. Then I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic class ingredients, even start my own cooking show. The Insect Gourmet. So, I'm thinking... Iridescent. Obviously he doesn't want to eat it. Alright, see you, Vivi boy. Thanks for joining. Alright, so I forget which ones were in which order. I think I have to get dinner now. Okay, see you, Riley. Hopefully you can come back afterwards. This one doesn't even tell you, yeah, so it doesn't even tell you how to cook it. So I think definitely iridescence down here. And then what do we say? So the Ice Dweevil I think is a 3. Because it's like Ice Pop. And then obviously that one's bad. And wasn't there the Hydro one? The Hydro one is bad too. Which one do you think should be 3? I thought the Hydro Dweevil was another bad one. Yeah, inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable arm flailing and enthusiastic dishwashing. Yeah. Are you on vacation? Oh, cool. It makes you do dishes, and it, like, fails your arms. So, okay, so, the rankings. Five is the highest, so it's like 5-star dining. And then we've been just calling, like, delicious is 4, 3 is edible, 2 is cardboard, and 1 is dubious food. So that's the kind of rankings that we're going by. Alright, and I think we're ready to get the next one. Yes. That's what you do. You feed it to the ones that you want to do the work for. You're in Tennessee. I've never been to Tennessee. Oh, we did that one. I might end up traveling to Tennessee later this year. There's a music festival called Furnace Fest in Alabama, and we would drive through there. Because I don't think I would actually be flying. So what you're saying is, I can chomp down on it, but when I'm being lazy, and it'll do work for me. Well, it'll make you do the work if you eat it. No, you feed it to someone else if they do the dishes for you. By the way, my favorite custom plush I have made is either the Snagret or the Jousting. Yeah, I really like my my Snagret one. Alright, Mamuda. What do you think a Mamuda would taste like? Like, I don't know. When I looked at it originally, I thought Mamuda, like, seemed like it was made out of rock. But it's actually, like, furry. What? Okay. Inedible, but tastes like chicken. But it's inedible. So it has a decent taste, but you can't eat it. Anyways, be right back. Okay. Well, it's like the taste and texture of chicken, but you just can't eat it. Where is Mamuda? There's Mamuda. Interesting. 2 stars since 3 stars named edible. Yeah, I don't know why it's actually... No, it has to be inedible because you can't eat it. Yeah, it's like, it's toxic. Hello, top downer. We are doing something kind of silly. We are ranking the tastiness of Pikmin 4 enemies. Alright, next up is the Toady Boister. I think this is like another seafood one. So this one could be good. But yeah, if it says inedible, it's going all the way on the bottom. No matter what it tastes like. Alright, Toady Boister. Toady Boister is pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savory flavors with a light and buttery cream sauce. So it's some kind of like seafood. I don't know what you guys think. 3 or 4? I love the Mamuda. It'd be pleasant to hug. Yes, more seafood. As you can see, we're nowhere near done, which isn't a bad thing. Wait, does that imply that the sharp tongue guy is inedible since it's in... No, the sharp tongue guy is edible because it says edible, he's just bland. Yeah, this one, okay, so this one actually sounds good. 4. Starting to question tier lists by their tier names. Just like every other tier, every tier list, it can be easily be, you can't overthink it. Alright, so this is the Toady Boister. Now, I think Toady Boister actually sounds like would be a 4. Just because it says complement the savory flavor. So it has flavor. And you complement it with light and buttery cream sauce. So it has really good flavor, and you're just adding something to enhance the flavor. My brain needs to be quiet sometimes. Oh, but share your thoughts. No, like, definitely, like, share your thoughts. Just because, you know, I say, like, oh, we overthink it. Guess what I do? I overthink. My brain should be quiet sometimes, too. Well, it's not. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't still say it. Mahmoud is a god of Pikmin, and Smoky Prog is the devil. Yeah, if there's something like that is like perfect and you don't need to like do anything like this guy, then I think that's what makes it a 5. Oh, we're on like the rest area. Yeah, I mean, if in the end we need like a second stream for this, I think this is fun. So this is the one that I was just not like super sure about. Like, I really thought this would be a good one. But if I remember right, Louie says otherwise. Snagger's probably delicious. Yeah, I actually think Snagger would probably be delicious. CEO of Hash Browns? Is that a good company? Alright, we're gonna go. So what do you guys think Breadbug's gonna be? It looks like your breakfast table's longtime staple, a loaf of bread with perfect color and buttery shine. Just from looking at it, I swear, the aroma of baking wafts past my nose. And that's the, my emo Larry. But Louie says, breadbugs are hearty and nutritious, but also bland and unimaginative. They may be palatable in a pinch, but they hold no true culinary promise. Are you kidding me? Like, worse than bread. They are worse than bread, according to Louie. That is just not what I would have expected. But I think because of that, Breadbug has to be cardboard. That one I'm pretty strong about. Breadbug is cardboard. Because Louie says so. No, it's not inedible. It's edible. Because you can eat it in a pinch. But Breadbug? It's definitely just cardboard. Because, I mean, it says it right here. Bland and unimaginative. Louie. I would have thought it would taste like bread. At least the puffy is good. It's not, the icy puffy is good. Well, 3 is edible, like it has some flavor, like you'll eat it sometimes. I mean, compared to all the other enemies, I'd give it a 5, but in actual reality, it's probably a 3 or 2. It's like one of those things where it looks like it should be good, but it's not. I guess I just like bland foods. Breadbugs are the opposite creatures in your life that try to pretend they're poisonous. Yes, so they pretend to be bread, but they're not. They're less than bread. Alright, snitch bugs. Alright, so we're back to eating bugs. The king of bugs. What does the king of bugs say about the bugs? Remove the wings, marinate a well-marbled steak for several hours in a chipotle marinade, then charbroil to perfection. Okay. That sounds like, okay, 1, you need to cook it a lot. In a chipotle marinade, which is a pretty strong flavor. And you have to basically burn it. I feel like that's got to be pretty low. Louie is a cannibal. Why did they have to do that to my bread? I don't know. Alright, but snitch bug, I don't know. I feel like this doesn't have any flavor either. And it's a bug. So it looks unappetizing. I'm feeling it's gotta be a 2. I'm thinking bug's gotta be a 2. A 4? Why a 4? I'm gonna go without adding. Oh, forgot to show the tier list again. I put him here. He's a 2. Burnt, overly marinated to give it any kind of flavor. Yeah, no. We're gonna spin the wheel. Yeah, I could see low 3. Okay, the egg guy. Let's see what this guy is. Where is... Once again, I forget what these guys are. Oh, gosh. Watch me, like, pass it 3 times. Where's the egg guy? Okay. Is my brain just not processing? There he is. By the snoot whacker. The sun squish. Seasoned with salt and pepper. Okay. Who likes over easy eggs? Or where I come from, they're called dippy eggs. Over easy, but basically it's like eggs. I mean, I'm gonna go with probably edible because, like, I don't know, like eggs don't. I'm gonna go with 3. What do you guys think? I think the other ones that were like eggs, I think we said 3. Yeah, it's just an egg. Like, it's a cooked over easy. I'm trying to think what else you would call it. There's another name for that, like cooking that style. But it's like an egg when you cook. It's an egg when you cook it like that with the yolk. Like, the whites don't have any flavor. The yolk has like a bland flavor. I think I'm just gonna go with 3. I think the other egg, the other one that we thought tastes like eggs. Well, we made it a 4 because it actually had like tangy flavor. It's a, yeah. I'm gonna, like, I personally would probably think I would like it more like a 4, but it's like I need to eat it with something. Like, it's not scrambled. If it's scrambled, I'd probably make it a 4. Yeah, it's just, I think 3 probably fits the most for this one. Because it's just an egg. Literally just an egg. Alright, on to the next one. The snoot whacker. Yeah, it does seem like it was already cooked, which is kind of interesting. Alright, snoot whacker. We should probably do like the giant snoot whacker then too. Gently peel the skin back from the nose. Its meat has a grassy bitterness. Tastes like cucumber. Okay, so it's a meaty cucumber. And man, there's lag. Nothing I can do about the lag though. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Miniature snoot whacker. So it's meat, but it tastes like cucumber. I mean, cucumber doesn't have much flavor. So I think I would like it because I like cucumber. But really, cucumber is not really delicious. It's bland. But it has great texture. So we have some 2s, a 3, a 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be, it should just be a 3. The texture is not aligned with the taste. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we should go by. Alright, and let's do the, let's look at the giant version while we're here. The bitter flavor fades as they grow, replaced by a sweet, mellow aroma. Stew the beast of the trunk, grill the middle, and smoke the tip. Possibilities are endless. Okay, so basically it tastes better. I feel like we have to do 4 for this one. Will anyone match the tall blue guy? I don't know. I feel like this guy, I don't know. Should we move him down to 2 and put the big one at 3? Or should we do 4 and 3? Yeah, it does actually sound good. The mammoth snoot whacker does sound good. Okay, so I think we got those. I think those are good. Ooh, the groovy long legs. Interesting. Pikmin are small, and the enemies are small, but also Louie is small. Wait, I was gonna say there's other bosses. What do you guys think this might actually be? I mean, it looks cool, but it is like a spidery thing. This creature is mostly tendon. Yuck. So it often gets stuck in your teeth. Smells like burnt plastic or possibly metal. I'm gonna say this one definitely has to be dubious. I mean, I ate crayons before, I guess. Yeah, definitely I think definitely a 1. I have a feeling a lot of the bosses are probably a 1. Yeah, and of course the dubious food reference is to Breath of the Wild. What are you supposed to eat from it? I don't know. There we go. I think is that the jumbo Bulborb, or is that just the regular Bulborb? Groovy Longlegs is a friend, not a food. I would definitely invite the Groovy Longlegs to every party. I'm sure he is a hit. I'm looking back and forth. I think it actually is the jumbo one. We should just do all of them. It's a large creature, but the meat is tender and flavorful. It's impossible to eat in one sitting, so store some portions for later. Coat the fattier meat in cooking oil and freeze. Leaner cuts should be smoked. I don't know about you. I'm thinking this sounds like a 5. I think Jumbo Bulborb is a 5. I went Louie as my personal chef. Better 5. Yeah, I definitely think Jumbo is definitely a 5. It cooks the same way. Alright, let's look at the other. Yeah, okay, I'm glad a lot of you guys are agreeing with me on this one. I feel kind of strongly about this one. Alright, so let's see what the regular Bulborb says, because maybe we can put them up there. Plum specimens are best spit roasted, fully stuffed with lime, fava bacon, based frequently to ensure a magnificent, moist hotch. I think they still sound like a 5. I don't know. You guys think regular Bulborb sounds like a 5? Someone says 4. Couple of 4s. It does sound really good. I mean, it doesn't quite sound as good as the jumbo ones, I think we're gonna make it the highest 4. So the highest, so some of these are just kind of put on there, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like 4.5. I'm gonna make it the highest 4. Okay, the Pikmin stopped. Yeah, Bulwarp is highest 4. We'll definitely keep him the highest 4. Alright, what do we have next? Oh, Bulwarp. Perfect. Oh, the Icy Wollihop. Wait, Moss is here? Yeah, there's a few that are here that are kind of like... not sure. And I did figure out a better way of actually doing this. At least it helps my eyes. Remove the tender meat surrounding the eyes and stew with soy sauce. The collagen fibers are simply melt in your mouth, delicious. Okay, I feel like this is another 5. They really like to make the icy creatures like sound really good to eat. I don't know, what do you guys think? A 5 or a 4? I definitely think this is a tough one. I think it sounds really good. It's definitely at least a 4. No, definitely not a 3. Okay, it seems like consensus is closest to 4 for this one. Not as high as Waddlepuss or Bulwarp, though. I think that's really good, though. I mean, really, it's still, as of now, out of all these, it's still a top 5. So I think that's a pretty good ranking for it. All right, next up we have male shear grub. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Another bug. I feel like the original enemies are near the top, usually. They are. Spread several specimens in the bottom of a casserole dish, layer with sliced avocado and top with cheese. Bake until the meat is cooked through and the cheese is lusciously brown. About 1? I think it was... I don't know. This sounds like good as like... you put it in something. I think it's probably under the edible category. Yeah, I'm thinking probably it's like the edible category. Yeah, they're an ingredient. I mean, I could see an argument for 2, but... but they don't really seem to... and compared to the other creatures, this is more like a grub. So it's not a maggot. You know, the maggots is what made this... which one was the maggot? I didn't like the maggots. I think it was a mid-height. That's why they got dubious, but like, definitely low 3. Alright, and then let's look at, I mean, while we're here, we might as well look at the female shear grub. Oh, and the mama grub. Let's do all the grubs together. For an unforgettable quiche, slice this creature up and mix 4 eggs, 2 vine-ripened tomatoes, diced zucchini, generous amounts of feta and Swiss. Bake until crusty and gold. This piece is most flavorful if caught and cooked. After just laying... Oh, I realized it. It's eggs. Yeah, I think this is another one. It's definitely a 3. It sounds slightly better than... Okay, that's the jumbo one, isn't it? There's the regular one. There's the regular one. I'm gonna shear wig and shear flea. We didn't get any shear ones yet, so we're not gonna do those yet. But let's look at the Mama shear grub. Best enjoyed when big and round and full of eggs. Salt lightly, then grill. The squishy, sticky mouthfeel will have you coming back for more. Okay, this one's different. Alright, see you in a bit. It's Rascal. You don't have to put tomato if you don't like it. Yeah. Yeah, so like the recipes are recommendations. You can always tailor them how you want. I think Mama shear grub. It sounds like it was probably a 4. Because there's not a whole lot of, It sounds tasty. According to Louie, it actually sounds tasty. I don't know about the sticky mouthfeel. Squishy, sticky. But it definitely sounds like it's delicious. Definitely sounds delicious, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 4 on this one. Because we had the other ones a 3, but it's gonna be a low 4. It's gonna be a low 4. Alright, let's spin the wheel and see what we get next. Oh, the toxic puff stool. I have a feeling this one's inedible. I feel like this one is definitely an inedible creature. But let's see. What does Louie have to say? Bury underground for about 40 days so the poison can leach out. Its smell will make you gag, but the flavor has notes of chocolate. Yeah. So you can eat it, but it sounds disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is definitely dubious. Definitely dubious. Does he eat the mushroom Pikmin? Yeah. No, he's definitely a 1. That's definitely dubious. That's definitely dubious. Alright, let me do that one. That's good. A 3. Oh, this guy. What is he, like a toxic orb or something? Yeah, the fact that he basically said it's inedible, yeah. So, the moldy dwarf bulborb. I mean, come on. This has got to be disgusting. Tastes best if eaten just before the meat spoils. Once all the mold has been removed, enjoy a unique flavor reminiscent of dry-aged meat. Okay. That's a twist. That is a twist. It sounds disgusting, but it has... You can get to some good meat inside. What do you guys think? Just because it's moldy, we should put it a 1. Pikmin Frosties is 3. Maybe 4. Yeah, I'd have a hard time making it 4. It really depends whether, I don't know, dry-aged meat sounds pretty good. I mean, so dry aged meat, probably the closest is if you ever had like beef jerky. I think because it's all over the place, I think our opinions are all over the place on this one. I'm gonna say, yeah, 3 is a good middle ground. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm actually very surprised. That one I'm very surprised about. But it's gonna go above the grubs. We'll put it above the grubs. No, but it says you can eat it. You can eat it. Alright. On to the next one. It is the Downy Snagret. I would do the lower half of 3. Yeah. Alright, so Downy Snagret. Oh no, do we want to do the big Snagret then? I love Snagret. Grind up the meat and cartilage, then mold into meatballs. The tender texture of the meat contrasts nicely with crunchy, chewy cartilage bits. So, anybody here know what cartilage bits taste like? Yeah, KFC. You know, like you get the part of the like the chicken leg that's really like chewy. I think that's the cartilage part. I made cute plushies. Yeah, we have some Downy Snagret plushies, which are really cool. Yeah, I mean, so the meatballs part sounds really good. The chewy cartilage bits make me want to drop it to it. Like, the meatball part makes it sound like a 4. But then, the cartilage bits make me want to make it a 3. I don't know, what do you guys think? A 3 or 4? Yeah, definitely not a friend. Snagret spaghetti. It was good with spaghetti, yes. I mean, I like meatballs. I don't know. Anybody think that 4 is too high? Okay, you guys are thinking 4. Then burrowing 5. Well, let's look at what the burrowing has then. Alright, so we are gonna put, and there's a low 4. There's the big Snagret. Where's the Downy one? Downy, Downy, Downy. Okay, his body kind of blends in. Yeah, definitely a low 4. Okay, let's look at the regular Snagret then. I do like the idea of doing these like together. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions. Skewer on a metal rod with Hokate onions and barbecue over an open flame. So basically, it's like a kebab. To me, so burrowing Snagret is like, its internal name is snake crow. So it's like a snake, but it's a bird. I've never had snake, but I have had alligator. And alligator, like, tastes like chicken, but it has a better texture to it. So my guess is this tastes a lot like that. I'm gonna say... Okay, Myros is 5. Snagret kebabs. Do you think this would be a 5? Or a high 4? I said 3 in terms of a third one. I think I'm forgetting we are referring to Sears and Stars. I do feel like 5 might be I think this one might be worthy of 5. What would Hokate onions taste like? Normal onions? I don't know. And I've been leaving that question out. Okay, there's a lot of people saying 5. There's a lot of 5s. I know, Myra, you were saying 5 a couple times. But I do think better than baby, yes. And the baby we put in a 4. I think it's like the lowest of the 5. I'm gonna say lowest of the 5. Yeah, I think definitely lowest of the 5 is a good spot. Alright, we are going to spin. Kebabs are really good. I know. Like, to me, this actually sounds really good. A ball bear. Interesting. Never thought about what a ball bear would taste like. Some bell peppers? Yep. Alright, see ya, Plucky Pikmin. Yeah, I like bell peppers. Alright, ball bear. Where is Mr. Ball Bear? Where is Mr. Ball Bear? There's a lot of enemies in here. The Spotty Ball Bear. Based on the lips, it's the, oh. No, it's this one. It is the dwarf one. I think. We're gonna do both of them. But yeah, this one definitely, I'm pretty sure that's the dwarf one. Remove the innards, stuff with sage, and finally aged, I don't know what that is. Prosciutto? Boil until golden brown. The ultimate crowd pleaser. I'm gonna say this one's probably like close to a chicken nugget. Yeah, honestly, I think probably low 4. No, this is not a bread bug. This is actually the ball bears are not bread bugs. Let's see what Spotty Ball Bear says. Maybe that will help. For an unrivaled green curry, peel away the Spotty Ball Bear's skin, pulverize the juicy innards, and stew until curiously fragrant. Yeah, I'm borderlining 3 and 4 on the 2 of these. How about we just make them low 4? They're like little entrees you get at parties at your neighborhoods in the summer. Yeah, I feel like 3 or 4 is more the... Oh, and it's awesome we have my favorite Pikmin music. Intestine juice. Dwarf 3, Spotty 4. I think that's reasonable. All right, dwarf, and we'll put dwarf up here because I know these actually sound really good. And then we'll put the Spotty. I think it's better than the Snagret. Probably not just... I think probably there. Wait. Wait, didn't I say 3? Whoops. It should be a high 3. There. I think... Yeah. No, I accidentally had the wrong one. I had the... See ya, Silly Plush. Thanks for joining this wacky stream. We'll probably have one more, seeing how fast that we're actually going through this. But this is fun. We can do the second half on Thursday. The big thing I'm gonna have to figure out is how to make sure I save where we're at, so that we don't lose this. I've been leaving this open for a while, but I don't know if there's a way to like save. Back to the wheel. Oh, and sorry, I am not... Oh, I was showing. What am I doing? Yes. Okay, so this is the icy blowhog. So let's do the blowhogs. Let's do all the blowhogs. Just the regular ones. We'll save the bigger... No, you know what? Let's just do the 2 icy ones. Sprinkles like... yeah. We're definitely going to end around 8-ish. because like I'm having a hard time reading already. Sprinkle lightly with salt and eat while the ice bag is still fresh and crunchy. Just one bite will give you the most satisfying brain freeze. Blocky says, Wolfie, Pikmin 4 things that I would want to have as a pet. Or brutally kill. Alright, so this guy, I don't know. I feel like it's like ice cream, but like brain freeze? Ice with salt in a bag. Yeah. I don't like... No, I don't think... I think it tastes more like ice cream. I really do think it's like ice cream. Probably more like snow cones. So yeah, let's just go with the edible. But like above the... Let's go there. I feel like that's a good spot. Like, better than the low edible ones, but, like, not super high. By the way, no Pikmin 4 Switch Edition. I know. I was kind of sad about that. Doesn't all ice cream give brain freeze if you eat too much? Yes, it does. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is more like a snow cone than ice cream. Based on the description. So, I think I'm gonna go with that. I feel good where it's at. Alright. Let's see what's next. Brain freeze only happens when you swallow too fast. Okay, now we get the bug-eyed Trollman. We did the hermit Trollman, so now we get the bug-eyed version. Can we speedrun? No. No, I don't think there's a way to speedrun this. There's just a lot. Since it hits the back of your throat. Brain freeze only happens when you swallow too fast. It hits the back of your throat. Tend to drop the Pikmin 4 Switch 2 Edition and my life is your... So, I do think the rumors about Pikmin 4 Switch 2 Edition are real, but I'm thinking that it's not quite ready enough for the Direct, and I'm gonna guess it's still gonna come out this summer. I think it's gonna come out this summer. Okay, so Bug-Eyed Crawlmad, when grilled, serves as an excellent filling for an offbeat po' boy. If you have any left over, add it to a liver paste to deepen the flavor. Okay, so anybody here know what a po' boy is? 5 looks good. So, I don't know. So, po' boy, from what I understand, is like Louisiana, like New Orleans thing. It's like a sub or like a hoagie. But this actually sounds pretty good. Mars is 5. I think it's at least a 4. Crustacean is always tasty. And also he's kind of big. Some sort of sandwich similar to a sub. Yep. And I'm just going by, because I had one. I remember, so when I was in college, we did a Habitat for Humanity trip to New Orleans. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to try something, you know, unique to this area. I'm going to have a po' boy. And I'm like, it's just a hoagie. Like, it really just was not that much. Lobster rolls. Yes. Alright, because you said lobster rolls, because you're right, it probably is actually like lobster. Lobster is really good. I want to make it a 5. I want to make him a 5. And he says it serves as excellent filling. Without any additional seasonings. I'm good. Yeah, he's definitely... I think I'd even like him a little more than Stacker. But yeah, it's lobster and Pikmin. I think that's definitely what it is. Yeah, it looks like it's a Louisiana. Oh, did you look up what it is? I could see an argument for 4, but the fact that you think it's like a lobster, lobster is really good. Like, it's definitely a 5-star dining. Lobster rolls on a hoagie. Yes. That sounds very, very good. That sounds very delicious. Okay, now this is starting to make me hungry. Yeah, I looked up po' boy. Still so much on the wheel. The regular puff stool. I don't know. This one doesn't sound very good. In general, I just don't think this one's very good. All the 5-star are bosses. I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess. Flip upside down and cook cap over a charcoal grill low and slow. Once it starts to sweat, it's ready to eat. Okay, this doesn't sound much. My guess is it literally tastes like a mushroom. 5 here? Wait, you guys actually think 5? It's like a grilled mushroom. Do you guys actually really like grilled mushrooms that much? I like mushrooms. I still wouldn't make it a 5. I would make it a 4. I prefer my mushrooms little. I can hear screaming from downstairs. Yeah, I think it's actually a 4. Where in the 4? I think right there. I think that's a good spot for it. I feel like it depends if you like mushrooms. It very much depends on if you like mushrooms. I like mushrooms, so I'm gonna include... Yeah. And you say lower 4, high 4. I think he's right. Right around there. Right around there. I think that's... I feel good in this general area. And the thing is, there's probably not much variation between, like... You know, it'd be easy to argue that this one could be here, you know, based on that. But I feel good where he's at. I feel good where he's at. All right, we're gonna spin. Ooh, Baldy Longlegs. So it is a boss. Not boss at the bottom. But it's like the Dweevil Longlegs boss, maybe? Yeah, he looks tiny. If you lie down and look up while this... Oh. Not as tasty as it looks. Completely inedible! What? Inedible? That's crazy. I would not have guessed inedible. Tastes like soda and Zesta bars. Probably tastes like Zest soap. I mean, at a certain point, we can probably... I think for the next stream, we'll put him here. We'll just go through the list here. Like, we'll keep spinning. We still have a lot to do. Isn't it the top like a capsule? Yeah, but it says inedible. Yeah, that's not good that you can hear screaming from downstairs. Yeah, he did. He tasted it though. Yeah, somehow he tasted all of these. Somehow he tasted all of these. Mine is styrofoam. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Spectrolid. Specifically the white Spectrolid. I wonder if like the different Spectrolids count differently. But yeah, let's do some Spectralids. I mean, there's 3 of them. Oh, and I did... This is the first time I really looked that I did actually complete this Piklopedia. Minus that none. Yeah, it's basically a butterfly. Remove the wings and drop straight into the deep fryer. Cook until golden or until enticing aroma starts to sting your eyes. Serve immediately. What would the... Okay. What would a spectral... Okay, if you remove the wings, there's not much there. So, what would that be similar to? Like, it's got to be something that is small and, like, tasty. Like some kind of snack. And it's deep fried. Yeah, let's look what the other ones say. Let's see what the other ones say. For a tasty appetizer, dip wings... Okay, this one you eat the wings. Can also be used to season stews and soups. Remember to first remove its bitter innards. Chocolate ants. I feel like these are probably 3. Spread larva on a slice of toast for a spicy or protein-packed breakfast. Or fry the wings at any time of the day for a sweet and crunchy snack. Nectar one? Yeah, I feel like these are like 3. I could see this one actually being a 4 though. I think the red one's a 4 and the other ones are 3. But it's a low 4. It's definitely a low 4. Ultra bitter spray. But the other ones, they seem like they're more like 3. I don't know. Should I move them up? I think they're probably better than... Yeah, I think they're probably better than that. I think 3 for all of them. Yeah. You're right. I think you're right. The red one definitely is probably like there though. That one's like, the red one's definitely a higher of the 3. In my opinion. Alright, so how many did we actually do? We did 36. I mean, I think we did a little more than what it says, but... Oh, cannon beetle larva. Chocolate ants is in the developer of Secret Staycation. What is Secret Staycation? Is that a game? Hello, Blocky. Alright, so we got the Arctic... That's the Arctic cannon beetle... Arctic cannon beetle larva, right? Best stream. Well, thank you. This has been fun. Once I got into a rhythm, this has been turned into a really good one. And it's something different, something interesting. And we'll have one more. So I mean, there's no way we're getting through these, so we'll definitely do another stream. Especially because my brain is really starting to fizzle. Oh, there it is. The Arctic cannon beetle larva. Peel back the shell and sprinkle the tender meat with a dash of salt before slurping it up raw. For a refreshing dessert, pour fruit juice over the snowballs. Oh, so the snowballs make a snack. Okay. How should we do that then? If it has a snack... If it treats it as like a snack for the snowball part. The meat, it sounds pretty good. It's just a dash of salt and it tastes good. I'm thinking 4. I bet it tastes like oyster. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's a tough one. That really actually is a tough one. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with 4, just because oyster is considered like a delicacy. It's probably not my thing, but it definitely seems like it probably would be a 4. Maybe not a high 4. I think there. Yeah, low to middle ground 4. Yep. Cool. I'm glad there's agreement there, because that actually makes it work pretty good. John Wick is in Fortnite? That's kind of funky. I don't know, what are you guys' thoughts on the Nintendo... I know we had that conversation a little bit earlier. Thoughts on Nintendo Direct? I really... like, it's cool to get a lot of the third-party stuff to Switch too. Especially the better versions. The only 2 things that I really cared about are Ocarina of Time Remake, which I'm sure is going to be excellent. Ooh. It is bad. Yeah, I mean, for like Nintendo specific stuff, I thought it was eh. I thought the Nintendo Sports thing actually sounded alright. And the fact that Switch 2 is getting Minecraft with vibrant visuals, actually, I like that. Because, like, it would be cool to be able to play Minecraft on the go and not have it, like, totally suck. Ocarina of Time Remake is a confusing choice. I do agree with that, actually. But, Nintendo has always done really good with that series. They really didn't show much of the actual game, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And some of the reason is because Wind Waker, when that first came out, everybody hated it. They're like, why are you making it? You know, they hated the cell shaded graphics, and this game's gonna be awful. And it turned out to be one of the best Legend of Zelda games. So I am holding that Nintendo is gonna do great with it. We'll get that and Star Fox Remake as well. Yeah, and Nintendo has done really well with like when they do the remakes, like with Metroid Prime. I haven't played it, but that looks amazing for a remake. And honestly, it's just there's some legendary games, amazing games that Nintendo created that are hard to play now. Alright, yeah, I guess I should do this one. The remake is going to probably be good, just an odd choice for right now. I agree. Scorch cake. Remove the internal meat and place directly on the shell while it's still smoldering to cook. It almost smells better than it tastes. I don't know if this one sounds really good. No Pikmin 5. Yeah, I'm not sure what Big Walk is. I haven't seen that one. Nintendo Switch Resort does look mid. I agree. But I really liked... I don't know. It made me think about getting out the Wii Sports Resort for the Wii. Alright, so a couple 3s, a 2, and a 4. Yeah, this one, I don't know. It really doesn't say much. Remove the internal meat and place directly on the shell. Let's wonder if it almost smells better than it tastes. I think I'm gonna go with 3, because it's kind of like indifferent. What do you think will be in Pikmin 5? I am actually not sure. You can see the Big Walk trailer. Yeah, after this, I'm probably going to... Well, tomorrow I'll watch YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3 for the Scorch Cake. And that will probably be the last enemy that I do, because my brain is really tired. We can chat a bit. I don't need to end the stream right away. But yeah, let's just put him, like, there. But yeah, my brain... Oh. It helps if I actually show this. I put the Scorch Cake here. This has been a fun, unique stream. Over the summer, I do actually plan on trying, like, different things. I learned a lot in OBS with this. Just playing this. Open world is going to be Pikmin 5. Okay, so, this is what I want. Wait. Looks over to the Super Paper Mario disc I had wished for 10 years to finally get. Oh, you got Super Paper Mario. Oh, nice. I don't know, I randomly heard that while I got my drawing app out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the disc, I just have the digital version. Open world is going to be Pikmin 5. So going back to Pikmin 5, what I would want is an open world Pikmin world where you have to survive when it gets nighttime. So, like, you might have to find a cave, you might have to find something because of the viciousness of the creatures. So I think that would definitely be a thing. Okay, and I'm seeing lots of comments. These are good conversations. Rad Riley says, I like this stream a lot. Well, thank you. I really like this one, too, once I got over the technical issues at the beginning. Did you see the Amazing Digital Circus in theaters? Yes. Me and Yellow Pikmin went to see that on Saturday, and it was amazing. I really, there's some plot things that, I guess I would have to think about. But overall, I really thought the ending, it hit all the characters well, and yeah, it landed. It landed the ending. It really landed the ending. Which is hard to do, because with the characters and the plot, and the fact that the source material is very depressing, to actually have, like, an ending that feels good, for the most part, especially considering all the, the dread. But overall, I mean, that is definitely one of the best series that I've seen, like, from beginning to end. So, and I cannot wait for it to come out again, so I can watch it again. And I'm probably actually gonna watch the whole series again, leading up to that one coming out. Explosion says, I drew all my versions of that Huey Paper Mario together, and they're all staring at me. Michael asked to see that in the next few days. You actually cannot. It was only over the weekend. They only did one weekend for that one, I believe. It probably is my favorite, like, animated series. It's kind of hard to say, because it was kind of its own thing. Like, because it's definitely, like, as far as, like, with the length of it, because it wasn't, like, a full, like, anime series or something like that. Yeah, but you don't need to wait long. It's only 10 days it'll be on YouTube. Yeah, it's gonna come out, like, pretty soon. But yeah, I haven't been to the theater in ages, but in the last 2 weeks, I saw The Backrooms, which was amazing, and then the Amazing Digital Circus finale, which is amazing. Like, it actually made me, like, be like, hey, you know what? I kind of like the theater again. I drew Cappy today. And the Cappy, that's the one from Mario Odyssey, right? We have a Cappy. No, I was kind of surprised that Yellow Pikmin actually wanted to go to see that. Like, Yellow Pikmin loves the Amazing Digital Circus, but doesn't really go to the theater much. So, I wasn't sure, but that was awesome that we got to see that together. Can't wait to see the Backrooms. My mom won't let me. Oh, man. Yeah, so the backrooms actually, like, it's rated R, but I was actually kind of surprised. Like, it's very much closer to PG-13 than R. I saw it with a group of friends. One of my friends from SPAPS Studios did a spoiler-free review if you want to check that out. Okay. Yeah, let me actually write that down. But yeah, I'm glad that I saw it too, because I've been seeing spoilers on my socials. And that's not cool. That was definitely not cool. But some people did that. But yeah, Backrooms was good. Mason Digital Circus was good. I think if there's anything else. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. This was a fun stream. Like I said, I do want to try more things like this that are not just like you guys watching me play a game, like stuff with a little more interaction. This particular idea was actually something that me and Yellow Pikmin came up with before Yellow Pikmin retired. And it went as far as Yellow Pikmin made the thumbnail. So the thumbnail for this is actually Yellow Pikmin's art from 2 years ago. You know, so that was kind of cool. But I can't think of anything else. So, unless you guys have something, I think it will be time to sign off. You guys have a good, I'm part of the studio. I was with my friend when he saw the video. Oh, cool. It is. So we will return to this on Thursday. Waiting for the ranking. Every game will be set. Okay, so for that one, it's going to take a little longer to get ready because I have to actually create my own tier list. So I'll have to get images for every game and mod that I played and make my own tier list. Whereas this one, I'm just using the Pikmin 4 one. It's a pre-existing one that made it easier. But yeah, I will actually do that. No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a couple weeks just because it's gonna take some prep. But I will definitely do that one. Because we can like watch clips of the games and everything. Like I think that one would be a good one too. Because my real name is there. Okay. Yeah, I can keep things secret. Honestly, you're always gonna be Riley to me. That's like your name. No matter what your real name is. Have you played Rhythm Heaven? I have not. I know a lot of people like that, you know, rhythm game. But you'll never know who I am. It's possible to figure out who I am. It's actually probably not like overly hard for people that are good at sleuthing. Which is not really a big deal. And I guess what I should say is people that know me in real life know my online stuff. But online people, you know, it's been out there. My name's been out there, actually. Like, in some of our super old videos, we had our names on, and we edited them out then later when it got big. But New Rhythm Heaven is in July. Yeah, I know your real name, but I always call you Wolf B. That's kind of what, like, there's people that I know in real life that I see at concerts, and, you know, occasionally, but then I see them online, and I learn their online name more than their, you know, basically their aliases more than their, real name. And sometimes it's like, yeah, in my head, it's like, I think, okay, this is You know, there's somebody called Baked Cornflake. Like, it's the only thing I knew their name, and then I met them in real life, got their real name. But then, you know, haven't seen them for months, so I can only remember the one-line name. I can't remember the real name anymore. I wish I knew your name. It really doesn't matter. My name's Wolfby. Or in real life, some people just call me the Pikmin guy. Because they know I'm Pikmin. But yeah. Alright, this was a fun stream. We will continue on Thursday. The movie for me goes till the 18th in my state. Okay. That's cool. Are you talking about the Amazing Digital Circus? Or Backrooms? But yeah. I'm tired. More like Tasty B7. Yep. Alright. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.